Why did Dayne Brajkovich, the infamous and heavily tattooed sergeant-at-arms of the Hells Angels, get kicked out of his own gang? Was it a brutal power struggle or a clash over rival alliances? Stay tuned as we uncover the real story behind his dramatic expulsion and what it means for the biker world. Dayne Brajkovich's background. Dayne Brajkovich's journey with the Hells Angels began years ago, marking him as a prominent figure in the notorious motorcycle club. Joining the gang at a young age, Brajkovich quickly immersed himself in the biker lifestyle, embracing the brotherhood and the code that came with it. His commitment and fearlessness helped him climb the ranks, eventually earning him the powerful position of sergeant-at-arms, a role responsible for maintaining order and discipline within the club. Brajkovich's heavily tattooed appearance sets him apart, with ink covering much of his body, including the words Hells Angels prominently displayed on his forehead and 1% or on his neck. These tattoos are not just for show. They signify his deep allegiance to the outlaw motorcycle gang and his readiness to defend its honor at all costs. Within the Hells Angels, Brajkovich is known for his tough persona and unwavering loyalty, traits that earned him respect and fear alike. Publicly, he is recognized as a symbol of the gang's rebellious and often violent image, making headlines for his involvement in various high-profile incidents. His tattoos and notorious reputation make him an unmistakable figure in the world of outlaw bikers. The dispute that led to Dayne Brajkovich's expulsion from the Hells Angels began with a significant clash between him and other senior members of the gang. The primary source of conflict was Brajkovich's strong disapproval of Hells Angels members socializing with rival gangs. He believed that mingling with bikies from groups like the Rebels and the Gypsy Jokers undermined the gang's unity and loyalty. The tensions came to a head when several Hells Angels members attended a birthday party at the Rebels clubhouse and were later seen at the Goldfield Sand Drags event with the Gypsy Jokers. These incidents infuriated Brajkovich, who viewed them as betrayals of the gang's core principles. He felt that such actions weakened the Hells Angels' stance against their rivals and jeopardized their reputation. The confrontation escalated during a heated exchange between Brajkovich and other senior members, where he voiced his concerns vehemently. The disagreement quickly turned physical, with reports suggesting that Brajkovich was punched before being forcibly ejected from the club. This violent altercation marked the end of his long-standing membership in the Hells Angels and set the stage for potential future conflicts within the biker community. The fallout. The fallout from Dayne Brajkovich's expulsion from the Hells Angels was both swift and significant. The altercation that led to his ejection was reportedly violent, with Brajkovich being physically confronted by other senior members. Rumors suggest that the clash was intense, with Brajkovich being punched and forcibly removed from the gang's ranks, marking a dramatic end to his tenure. The immediate reactions within the gang were mixed. Some members supported the decision, believing that Brajkovich's rigid stance against mingling with rival gangs was causing internal strife. Others viewed his expulsion as a betrayal of a loyal and long-standing member. This division highlighted the growing tensions and differing perspectives within the Hells Angels. In the wider community, the news of Brajkovich's expulsion made headlines, drawing attention to the internal dynamics of one of the most infamous biker gangs. The implications for the Hells Angels were profound, as the removal of such a high-profile figure could signal vulnerability and disunity. Rival gangs, aware of the situation, might see this as an opportunity to challenge the Hells Angels' dominance, potentially leading to increased tensions and conflicts in the biker world. Brajkovich's expulsion could thus have lasting impacts on the power dynamics and future interactions between these notorious groups. Historical context. Dayne Brajkovich's expulsion from the Hells Angels echoes previous notable gang defections, such as the departure of Troy Mercanti from the Coffin Cheaters to the Finks and Kevin Mad Mick Woodhouse from the Darrows to the Coffin Cheaters. Both incidents sparked violent turf wars, with Mercanti's defection leading to an all-out war and Woodhouse's causing a year-long battle that left blood on the streets. These historical precedents suggest a high potential for violence and turf wars following Brajkovich's removal. When key figures switch allegiances or are expelled, it often destabilizes the delicate balance of power among rival gangs. In Australia, gang violence has a storied history, marked by brutal conflicts over territory and dominance. Brajkovich's expulsion could reignite these tensions, potentially leading to new confrontations as gangs vie for control and reassert their dominance in a volatile landscape. Legal troubles and public perception. Dayne Brajkovich's legal troubles have been numerous and highly publicized. His violent bashing of Rebels gang chief Nick Martin at a bar in 2020, just weeks before Martin's assassination, brought significant media attention. Brajkovich was fined $800 for the attack. In March 2021, his home in Ascot was targeted in a drive-by shooting, where up to 5 shots were fired. These incidents highlighted his prominent role in ongoing gang conflicts. The introduction of new bikie laws in Western Australia specifically targeted individuals like Brajkovich. These laws banned the public display of gang insignia, including tattoos that signify gang affiliation. Brajkovich, with Hell's Angels tattooed on his forehead and 1% or on his neck, became a prime example of the law's focus. Authorities suggested he might need to cover his tattoos with makeup or band-aids to comply. Public and law enforcement responses have been critical of Brajkovich. Dodie Police Commissioner Chris Dawson called his behavior defiant and emphasized that flaunting gang symbols was an act of defiance against the law. The public perception of Brajkovich is largely negative, viewing him as a symbol of outlaw biker culture and its associated violence. These legal pressures and societal views continue to shape the narrative around Brajkovich and his activities. What's next for Brajkovich? What's next for Dayne Brajkovich is a question that stirs much speculation. Given his history and notoriety, it's unlikely that he will remain unaffiliated for long. Brajkovich's options include joining another motorcycle gang and leveraging his reputation and experience. His extensive tattoos and public persona indicate a deep commitment to the outlaw biker lifestyle, making a complete exit from the scene improbable. The likelihood of other gangs accepting him is significant, primarily due to his ability to bring in money and his established reputation. The rule among outlaw motorcycle clubs is straightforward. If you can contribute financially and bolster the gang's influence, you're an asset. However, his previous ties to the Hells Angels might complicate his acceptance. Any gang that takes him in would have to consider the potential backlash from the Hells Angels, potentially reigniting old rivalries. The introduction of Brajkovich into another gang could lead to further conflicts. Given his history of violent altercations and the dramatic nature of his expulsion, other gangs might see his addition as both an asset and a risk. The biker world is notoriously volatile, with alliances and enmities shifting rapidly. Brajkovich's next move could easily spark new turf wars or escalate existing tensions. In summary, while Brajkovich is likely to find a new place within the biker community, his transition won't be smooth. The dynamics of gang rivalry and the ever-present potential for violence mean that his future will remain fraught with challenges and conflicts, keeping both law enforcement and rival gangs on high alert. Thanks for watching. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth biker world updates. What do you think Dayne Brajkovich's next move will be? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.